Make sure I can hear myself. That's cool. Check out the London low. Consolidation. Still bullish. Make sure I can hear myself. That's cool. Twin, where's that gap there? That was a good entry right here. What's good about King? You back? Yeah. Yes, sir. In the past year, how much you have made total? What you mean? From trading? I just trade. Long doesn't look bad there. Midnight open right there. Do you get mentorship? Nah. See what ES is doing. ES look like it's gonna push up to those areas. I don't really like trading the opening range like that, but we did tap the CE. We did get to the CE. I think you should enter longs. Not right now though. It's already too gone. I would want to enter like at this area here, at this fair value gap, at this order block, or as it's going above here. I don't want to take the long up here. I'd rather wait for something better. Nah, I'm bullish. I mean, whatever happens, if a sell sets up, then I'll engage in it. But I don't really like trading the opening range anyway. The first 9 minutes of the session, I'd rather wait. this would have been a good. Anywhere down here would have been okay. Up here, I'm not willing to take anything. I'll let it do what it do. Yeah, only 10 minutes into the session, I'd rather be a little bit more patient. Yeah, this is a good move right here. I got the 15-minute inversion, but wait for something decent. ES did close above that at 7 o'clock. We did close above that order block. So this was the retest. This was a retest. Hopefully that new 1 hour candle, we can trade lower than trade back higher instead of just taking out our targets like that. Yeah, so from here, from this area at 26020. So from here, 30 points, and I'm risking 27 points. Probably put my stop loss under here if I would have. Plus, rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, for sure. I get teared up a lot trading the opening range. That first, not even the first 30 minutes, but the first 15 minutes, bro, I get ate up. Sometimes I just don't like. I'd rather not trade it. Bless, bae. Do you trade currencies? Nah. I used to trade Forex, but I just like trading futures. Changing the step deliver in a 30-second. That's pretty nice right there. Got equal lows right there. And then damn, look at that. You're waiting for a confirmation. I want to say I'm just waiting for something that's reasonable. Like this run would have been good. I would have been good with that run right there. Changing the stay at 842. Target the equal lows there. We didn't take them out on right there actually. So those equal lows right there. Got this changing the state right there. Minute change in the state of delivery on ES, so we most likely want to to see what this new 1 hour candle does, but That was 64.1 right there. So this move here. From the entry, you got about 50 points out of it, taking those lows, so that was pretty decent. Bruh. YM looks insane. Run on stops here. I say enter. I feel you, fam. I just wouldn't take a long up. I wouldn't take a long up here. Me personally, I wouldn't. I would let it ride out. See the delivery here, but I don't like none of these entries right here. See what the new 1 hour candle gives us. New hour candle in 5 minutes, so that's not bad. And we wicked this whole entire gap here. And we invert this on the 5 minute. So first presented there. Damn, ES look way cleaner. Have you heard of patterns? Yeah. ES just looks way better. With the change in the state right here. It just looks better. Bless. Wait for the new 1 hour candle. New 1 hour candle, want to see it like, would want to see it drop lower. Use this area as support. This area as support. If it wants to get back that low, then trade higher. If it just runs off, then it just runs off. I have to look for something else, but I want to see this candle, the new 1 hour candle open, come back lower. Take this low or something. Then we could trade. We could continue to push higher here from this order block. Got the fair value gap on 30 seconds, so we could just continue to push higher from here, but it's too high for me to be longing. Me personally, I can't. I wouldn't want to take nothing like this. I don't want to take nothing like that. I have to see more structure form for me to. At the order block right here. At 844 here. $8.52. Consolidation. Expansion. So yeah, we may get the expansion. Have to wait and see 1 hour.
Babe, do you want me to keep this fan on?
Yeah, you can keep it off. Doesn't look like a bad entry to run out this LRR for the most part. On 30-second at least. Got this breaker here, this huge breaker.
Hey, can I get a sweater and some socks?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, do your thing.
Okay, sorry.
Do something like this. Buy, sell, stop 5. We'll try this entry here. This may just be a buy day. Try with a 1 or 2. this 5-minute breaker right here as well. Should get the delivery out of that. That's what I'm saying. CES, get through this gap here. Two more there. I'm looking at the 10 a.m. candle when it opened. Anything lower is the manipulation, so we should distribute higher. That's how I'm looking at it. Target of 1 to 2. Got a change in the state of delivery right there in the 30-second. Yeah, this 15-minute candle low should be protected. We already did the work down here, so should be able to get some expansion. Consolidation, expansion. Yeah, it's looking like it could want to trade lower from this 5-minute inversion, but but if we're going with the overall direction, overall trend of the market, we're going higher. This should just be a retracement into this order block to take us higher towards the new New York AM high. This is a rejection block, and this is buy side here, so that's what I'm looking at. Low should be protected. We will see though. We do have a lot of low resistance liquidity right here. They could want to run that out. Given the fact we had this 30-second change in the state, so that could be something they want to target. but we inverse this back on the on ES this 5 minute. We inverse that as well, as you can see at 9:55. So if we want to trade higher, we should be good. It's just looking like it wants to like fall from the face of the earth, but we'll see. Yeah, probably want this liquidity here. Gotta start buying here, or going long here. We gotta get some volume. We want to see us trade higher from this, out of this wick, but probably want to just seek lower prices for now. Overall target, if it wants to go long, would be, I'm looking at this area here, there, because on NQ we have we're already inside that on NQ. As you can see, this gap here, this suspension block, but since we're above the CE on the mini, I'm expecting a run higher, at least towards the high of the rejection block, or these relatively equal highs there. As you can see on the micro, we didn't even come into it just yet, so that's what I got going. We also have this level here as well. I'm looking at on ES, like I said, we have a few levels. We have the rejection block here, we have the buy side there, so that's what I would want to see happen if we want to continue to be bullish for the most part. So the new 1 hour candle, my stop loss is at the new 1 hour candle low that has formed, basically. So anything under this is I'm looking at it as manipulation. Could be wrong, but that's how I'm looking at it. That's displacement right there. Might just be an ugly day. Target a 1 to 2. Build some size in this. I'm watching ES on my phone. I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. So it's looking like we want to push up towards the new New York AM high. That change in the step delivery I marked out. It's holding up, so that's pretty nice. I mean, the 1 minute doesn't look clean, so I'm gonna just use this here, or what the 3 minute looks like. 3 minute looks a bit better. 1 minute doesn't look clean, so I don't want to marry that. I'll look for a closure below this here. I mean, a closure above this here. In the 1 minute. That would be another change in the state, which to me, that's my entry confirmation right there. So I wouldn't mind adding to the position if it did close with some displacement above that. Yeah, I like that right there. So I'll retest back into that. I'll look to add to the position. Stop loss, we'll move it under that low. 26, 050, 050 right there. I will only add if it touches it. If it don't touch it, then I'll let it just ride out. As you can see, ES is making its way back towards that New York AM high. Pretty decent, right? If I was trading a live account, I would close the trade now, and I would be good with that. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially if I'm copy trading. So, I would want to see speed through this New York AM high. I don't want to see them I want to see speed through it and then continue to have them run towards that rejection block. As you can see, we got it on the 4 hour, then we have this wick here. So I don't want to see them get there. Just continue to run it higher. Wouldn't want to see a crazy pullback or anything like that. So stops break even. Oh, it's a dim 9. This is Apex. Look at this. This is straight bullish. Not one single green candle. I mean, not one single red candle. Pretty nice, not gonna lie. This is Apex. Look at this. This is straight bullish. Not one single green candle. One red candle just drops lower. That'd be crazy. No 15-minute candle. We got 12 minutes, so hopefully we can continue with some expansion on here. We could slow down right here. If we do well, I've been seeing this a lot. They'll put in a 5-minute fair value gap, but this 5-minute fair value gap, I don't even think it'll hold. Like delivery out of 5-minute fair value gaps just been patched. Unless we get through this with some speed, we would have to get through this with some speed, but this 5-minute gap, I don't trust it. We took out the New York AM high. We didn't close. We didn't have like a real closure above it. We just wicked it. I would want to see the bodies close above the swing high. Then I'd probably kill the position because our retracement probably would. It still could happen, but just based on the experience, a real true sweep, I would want to see the bodies close above this. Like I said, it still could retrace though, but these Trump markets, so. No gap there. We'd have to take the break even on this one. Yeah. Came back to test the change in the state once more. We didn't create a wick here on the 5-minute. There it is. I'll get this one more since we test that change in the state. I'm still looking for higher prices. There we go. See if this can deliver for us. Draw still higher, in my opinion. I'm not gonna add more if we get a closure below. Well, we'll do 3. A closure above this run. Pretty decent right there. Just like that. I'm looking at this now. Just 1 and 2 is fine. 1 and 2 is good. Stop loss will go. I'll put stop loss there, to be honest, because I wouldn't want to see it get back below that low. If it does, then I'm just wrong. Like, I may just be wrong. This may not just be the entry. So, just like that there, entry was there. And we just want to see ES get towards those areas there. So. I see a strong push out of this area. A strong push. Where did you go, bro? Paper trade? No, this not paper. Where did you go? What you mean? It should be some good delivery. Watch ES. Oh, ICT streaming. That's nice. How many points is that? 25 points. You funny. Go stocks break even now. You said what? What'd you say, babe? Oh, okay, bet.
I still have the other one first.
So we hit that rejection block on ES. Let's try to reach for the buy side. Let me see how this candle gonna wig it.
I still have the other one first, can I?
Yeah, you good. I'll close if we can get another push. Try to look for somewhere around like the 500 mark in terms of getting some size on this eval. Then I'll probably switch to mini so we can do that. Get a $1,000 buffer. I just need $1,000 in the account, and I'm good with that. I'm gonna push in Q. I'm gonna push for me, twin. You feel me? I'm gonna push. So I should have allowed for this retracement here. Keep pushing, keep pushing. That rejection block, we hit the first target. The second target would be this wick. You can see, got the rejection block we just tapped there. Just want 1,000. I'm cool for the day, to be honest. We can get up there. All right, bet. Hey, babe. I'm gonna just take this for the day. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just take this. I believe it can run higher, but I'll just take this trade here. Just 503. I'm cool with that, bro. I could care less if it reaches that there. But yeah, we just gonna call it a day. Just let that trade play out. Nah, I am not funded, bro. I don't even like trading. I don't like trading prop firms, bro. I really bought this account. I was done with prop firms. I bought this account. One of my coworkers told me, try a funded account or try the eval. I like trading live better, bro. But I'm trading this eval. I'll be trading the eval on a funded account in front of you guys. My live account, I'll just keep that to myself. But I don't even like trading funded accounts. It's too arcadey for me. Like, it's too arcadey. Like, if I was on my live account and I was up $400 on that last trade, I would have just took my position and got off the charts. It may have not been like much of a run, but in terms of just executing at my entry model, that's what I care about. I don't care about if it hits the actual target. I learned that over this past year and a half, I can see where I sometimes like overstep my boundaries, trying to be right, and I'm trying to be right in the market. I realize it's not about being right, it's about executing. So if I would have, like I said, took this entry here, if I was up $400 there, I would have closed my trade. I don't like trading evals or fundeds, bro. I'd rather just trade live. Same thing, you know what I mean? This is technically still a live account. Like, The funded accounts, they only give you a $2,000 buffer. I mean drawdown limit, drawdown whatever, blah blah blah. It's the same thing as the live account, so it's really not even 50K. Yeah, they give you the leverage, but like if you're a trader, bro, if you're a real trader, bro, you're not gonna use the entire leverage. Most professional traders not gonna full port and shit like that. That ain't what most traders doing, bro. That's consistent. So I'm cool with this right here. $1,000 buffer, so I just gotta make 2,000 more, and shit, that'll be about it. Good job, bro. I agree. Yeah, appreciate that. I'll watch to see if it will get there now. I'll watch to see if it'll get there, but you know, if it doesn't, I could care less. But this is a good enough run right here. 49 points. We'll just take it. I was only risking about $200 on this trade, $220, 500 in terms of RR. My RR model, the 1 to 2 model I use. I just want to be consistent with that. What you got on like decent amount. Decent amount. Let's just say if I was up 400 on this trade, I would have just took that and called it a day. I wouldn't have cared if it delivered higher for the most part. I only care about my execution and where I take my entry at. So that's how I look at it. But these are the targets right here. We hit that target. The next target is this high. So if anyone is in this trade, I probably would have took some partials right there and let the rest ride to see if it wants to get there. But I was just watching a video on rejection blocks like 2 days ago. That's kind of crazy. Even though it could still, you know, we took the rejection block and, you know, we still want to see price trade higher. Me personally as a trader, I'd rather not be in the trade when it's retracing. I don't want to be in the trade. I don't like personally waiting for retracements to go back to the mod. Like I wouldn't want it to retrace then go back there. I'd rather just get there now. That's just me, my personality as a trader, bro. So if it just gets there and it, you know, if it just gets there and it starts doing stuff like this and all that, setting up like it wants to do like a short-term retracement or a reversal, then I just call it a day, bro. I don't like to sit in trades and let them get back here to this fair value gap to take price high. I don't like that, especially when I've had a decent run. I don't want to, me personally, I don't like for it to come back, so I just cut my execution short like that. That's how I just do it. So but yeah, that would be the execution. I mean, that would be the target for the most part on NQ. Like I said, it's so crazy because NQ, the mini and the micro are so far behind. Look at the daily time frame. I'll just make this blue as well. All right. We haven't even reached it yet, but on NQ, on the mini we have. You see that? See that? So we're just behind, bro. The divergence. That's like a cheat code in price. It could definitely stab up into that. You feel me? It could stab up into that. Even trade into the CE. We probably get a good strong closure to the CE before, if we don't take out the rejection block here and the buy side here. So we could get a on the micro, we could get a strong push to the CE, bro. That'd be a lot. That's a lot of points right there. That's a lot of points. So I gotta stop that break even. I gotta stop that break even on that last trade. What I can do is once I see the change in the state there, I could just move my stop loss a little, like under this low or under the order block. the order block low. So this would be the order block low. And that's that 1 minute rejection block, as you can see at 10:11. We use it there. So in the future, I can put my stop loss probably below that there. When price comes back to the order block, the change in the state, we get the displacement. Then I can add more to the position. I add more, because this is the entry. This is the confirmation right here, right? Run lower, take out the minor sell side, this low here, this wick low, and this is a breaker as well. So just the execution, bro. You can execute. If you have a perfect execution, I feel like you can target something like this here, make 1,000 and make $100,000, bro. You don't need 100,000 to make that there. Well, you don't need this move to make 100,000. You feel me? So, quick stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this. I'm gonna get off the stream. I'll get with y'all boys. I gotta leave. I would have to leave here around like tomorrow. I gotta leave here around like what, 10:20. What time is it right now? 9:34. So I should be able to stream tomorrow. I may have to start a little earlier doing like the pre-New York, but we're gonna check that for today. That's how we're gonna do it, man. Just take this little trade for today and get off and go do something else. Appreciate y'all for stopping